Hey, this is Robbie with Believe in the Run, and today I'm going to give you my current shoe rotation, my favorite shoes right now. There's been a lot of great shoes in 2025, so this is what I'm running in currently, of course. Before we get started, I just wanted to give you my personal preferences, so that'll make more sense when I'm giving you my shoe rotation. I have a narrow foot, so I like a snug and secure fit that kind of just wraps everything nicely. It's kind of hard to find, but you can find it in some of these shoes. I don't love max cushion shoes or soft feeling shoes. I like more of a road feel or what people call responsive. I like a little bit of bounce, but I like feeling the road. Don't love a ton of cushion. There is one shoe in this mix that does have a lot of cushion, but it also gives a nice energy return, a lot of energy return. So I think it kind of offsets it. Let's get into it. All right, so my first pick for my favorite shoe right now is the Puma Velocity Nitro 4. This is more of a daily trainer. And if you've seen our review on this shoe, you know how much I love this shoe already. I think this is just one of the best value, versatility, overall shoes of 2025. It's $140, but it gives you such a nice bounce and responsiveness, if you will. It's light, very light for a daily trainer, fast. It has this amazing Puma grip outsole, and it's just comfortable. I've worn this for long runs, for some up-tempo stuff. The like I said, Puma grip is amazing. It just digs in and grips on the ground. Now, the only caveat I have is that it is a very narrow shoe. So if you have any sort of wider foot, maybe even a normal foot, I have a very narrow foot, I would maybe stay away from this. But if you like a snug and secure fit and you have a narrow foot, you're gonna love this shoe. I really think this is just an amazing gem. Puma has consistently delivered this year, and this is probably the best shoe that they have right now. All right, next up is a shoe that's kind of grown on me over the last couple months. When I first ran in this shoe, I was doing some speed work that was probably a little faster than needed for this shoe. This is more of an up-tempo trainer, but I feel like this can also be used as just your standard daily trainer. It's the ASICS Sonic Blast. It has a Fresh Foam Turbo squared midsole with a nylon plate or TPU plate in the middle. It has a little bit of pep to it, a little bit of spring in the toe off, but it also offers enough comfort that you're gonna be able to use this for pretty much anything. Like I said, this grew on me. I didn't really like it at first, but then the more I kept wearing it, I just found myself reaching for it more. It works as a stand-in for the Mega Blast. I really enjoyed the Mega Blast. Did a bunch of long runs in it. Upper fit is super important to me. I just feel like an upper fit changes everything. I didn't quite love the upper fit of the Mega Blast, so I just have been using this one more than the Mega Blast recently. And I really think this shoe especially fills a spot that ASICS hadn't properly filled in with the Magic Speed. And so this is, I think, going to be one of ASICS' best shoes, not just in 2025, but in the future. And this is coming in at $180, so it's priced a little higher than I would like, but it provides a lot of value. All right, next up is the Max Cushion or Recovery Department. Although I gotta say, I think this shoe kind of does everything. So this is the Nike Vomero Plus. This shoe has really just, not just grown on me, but become my pretty much go-to shoe for almost everything. I was really shocked. Now, I love the Vomero 18. That's actually on my feet right now. I've run in that a lot this year, but the Vomero Plus just elevated everything for me. And I'm not a huge max cushion guy. I wasn't a fan of the Invincible, but this takes that bounce that you get from the Zoom X, and it's a little bit more stabilized. So the Invincible is pretty unstable, kind of a little wobbly. I think this just brings it all together. And so I've done long runs in the shoe, daily runs in it. I think the grip is surprisingly great, but what surprised me most was I did some strides at the end of a run a couple weeks ago, and I got this down to like some of my fastest paces I've run in recent memory. And the bounce that you get from this is so much that it bounces you through each stride. So it's surprisingly even a fast shoe if you get it up to speed. And it's not that heavy for everything you're getting in here. It feels like a daily trainer, but it can do everything. So this is honestly, this is probably going to be one of my top shoes of the year. Maybe the top. And for 180, it's right in there with a lot of the higher performing daily trainers or super trainers. So man, Nike just hit it out of the park with this one. I'm not a huge fan of the Vomero Premium, I have to say. I thought the weight was too much in that shoe. I know Thomas and Megan, some other people like that shoe, did not like it at all, but this one just hits every sweet spot for me. All right, so for some more up-tempo work or longer type up-tempo runs, I keep coming back to the CLO X1 2.0. This shoe just is so much fun. It's, you know, it came out earlier this year, and I think we got in January. I ran the Miami half marathon in it, and you kind of forget how good of a shoe it is until you reach for it again and, you know, throw on for some speed work. I did a workout in this, I think last week or a couple weeks ago. Man, I love this shoe. It's so smooth the way it rolls. You get that aggressive kind of like toe off, but it just propels you through your stride like over and over again. It's pretty lightweight. It's surprisingly not that unstable for what it is. And man, it just creates that super fun, bouncy, trampoline-like sensation that you don't get from a lot of shoes. That's really hard to find. And yeah, it does cost a little more at I think $285, but man, if you can swing it, this is just a fantastic shoe. Of course, we have to have a race day option. Mine here is the Adidas Adizero Adios Pro 4. Lots of Adi names in there because why not? To be quite honest with you, I haven't run a race in some time. I'm maybe running the New York City Marathon this weekend, pending some foot injuries. But this is the last shoe I ran a marathon in, and this is in Berlin Marathon last year. And I got a PR in it, so I have to say this still has a soft spot in my heart. I did take this out for a workout, like mile repeats, I think last week or a couple weeks ago. And I still love this shoe, the way it performs. It's smooth, it's fast, it's light. I love the upper fit. It has a soft spot in my heart. This is their, you know, premium race day shoe, carbon fiber energy rods. You got their light traction outsole with the Conti patch in the front. And it's just, man, I feel like this is the evolution. Adidas has just been putting out so many good shoes, which I'll get to in a second as well. And yeah, the race day shoe just is the icing on the cake for all of that. All right, so I do hit the trails from time to time. I'm doing the JFK 50 miler, hopefully in November. So that's, I've been getting out on the trails. And this is the La Sportiva Prodigio Pro. And man, I know Taylor, our lead trail reviewer of the Dirt Division, he's put this at the top of his list for best trail running shoe of the year. So this one kind of surprised me. I hadn't run in a La Sportiva shoe before, and since I heard from Taylor and everyone else that it was such a good shoe, I had to get it. So I took this out I did a 10-mile trail race in it, and man, it just felt phenomenal. Just had such a good run. I had it out for a few more trail runs, including a 20-mile training run I did like 3 weeks ago that simulated kind of the JFK 50-mile conditions. So you'd have some road, it was like half road and half trail. And man, this shoe is just so good. The midsole feels amazing. It's that perfect amount of bounce and cushion and just feels fast. The lugs dig in, but they actually don't feel too bad on the road. I feel like it almost just feels like a nice road shoe as well. And the upper fit is just phenomenal. I know that can be tough when you have sort of a knit wrap upper, but this just locks your foot in. And man, I love this shoe. I would pretty much wear this for anything on trails. And I'm sure if you've tried it, you feel the same. It is $225, so it's a little bit higher price point, but I think if you do commit to it, I think you're gonna love it. So a couple other things before we close out. I did want to mention the Adidas Evo SL. Fantastic shoe. I love the ride of that midsole. And it might be surprising that it's not on this list. The only thing with that shoe is that for whatever reason, my foot is right in the middle between the two sizes. So like when I sized the half size down, it was just too snug on my toes. Half size up was too loose. I also want to give a quick shout out to Mizuno Wave Rider 29. That was a shoe that I really love this year. Kind of fits into that daily trainer category. I think we say this all the time when Believe in the Run, but obviously it's all subjective to some degree. You should find a reviewer that fits your personal preference, whether that's us or someone else. So hopefully if you feel like that aligns, hopefully these shoes help you in your training and your running. So thanks for watching. Hey, this is Robbie with Believe It. Can't even. This has shocked me. First off, I haven't run in La Prodigio before, and I've heard a lot. So I heard a lot of good things about this. I had to try it, and what did I say?
You said La Prodigio.
Oh, okay. Okay. So this one kind of surprised me. I hadn't run in La Prodigio. That's crazy, dude. Can we just start a new company called La Prodigio? So a couple other things I want to mention as we do an outro. That was dumb. That was legitimately dumb.